The KULR One battery platform is something we introduced actually in 2023 to combine all of our NASA-based design, testing, battery architecture into one platform. So for 2026, the top priority for us is the KULR One Air battery for UAVs, for drones, for robotics applications, as well as electric aviation. We're working with many of the top drone providers in agricultural, industrial, as well as defense applications. US UAV drone battery market is expected to grow to about $2.4 billion by 2030, actually. Our goal is to be the number one drone battery provider in the US for that market.
I'm your host, Melanie Schaefer. Welcome to Lead Lag Live. Coming out of the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, one theme keeps showing up across markets. Artificial intelligence, robotics, drones, and telecom infrastructure are all converging around one constant: energy. Whether it's data centers, unmanned aerial vehicles, or next-generation networks, battery performance and safety are becoming mission critical. Now, on January 14th, KULR Technology Group announced a major telecom battery supply agreement, reinforcing that shift and putting a spotlight on where real demand is forming beneath the AI narrative. My guest today is Michael Mo, CEO of KULR Technologies, a company focused on building high-performance battery systems for applications where failure isn't an option. Thanks so much for joining me today, Michael.
Thank you, Melanie. It's great to be here.
So I want to just start with the sort of from the high level for viewers who may be new to hearing about KULR. What does your company do today, and how did it evolve into the markets from when it first started operating until now?
Great. Yeah, we build high power battery energy storage systems based on NASA grade space proven technologies for large scale industrial and DoD applications. So as you talked about earlier, the most exciting growth areas for us is batteries for two fast growing areas. One is for drones, UAVs, electric aviation, and robotics. And the other one is for critical infrastructures and telecommunications and AI data centers. And both of these markets demand battery energy storage systems that are high power, high performance, high reliability, high safety rating, and in many cases, domestic supply chain. And this is where KULR excels. Our technology portfolio is based on decades of experience in developing thermal management and battery safety technologies for NASA space programs, where our products are on the Mars rover Perseverance to keep the electronics cool, and also on the International Space Station to keep the astronauts' batteries safe. So, and also our manufacturing infrastructure in Houston, Texas, and we're expected to double that, or more than double that in 2026 to keep up with the supply chain demand in the United States. We are listed on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker KULR. We've been there since 2021. We have a very strong balance sheet of over $110 million in cash and also in Bitcoin treasury. We have no debt, so we're very capitalized to accelerate our growth in 2026.
Okay, yeah, and Michael, you just spent time at the Consumer Electronics Show. When you look across artificial intelligence, robotics, drones, the things that you mentioned, what stood out to you particularly this year, and where does energy reliability become the bottleneck?
So, yeah, what is so exciting about these new applications at CES this year is not just the acceleration of the electrification of everything. This has been a trend going for a long time. But these new applications such as AI, UAVs, drones, robotics are demanding more and more power from the battery energy system. So because of AI, as you know, everybody's been talking about investing in energy. In 2025, some of the best performing stocks was actually probably not AI chips or energy stocks, but actually memory and storage stocks like Micron. Because memory was actually the bottleneck and also the price keep going up. I believe power could be the big investment theme in 2026 and also beyond. And that is where KULR's high power energy storage, battery energy storage systems can really shine. I believe the energy problem will be properly addressed over the years, and people are going to focus more on power, where more power is going to make drones and also electrifications fly faster and longer. More power is how to make AI data centers more resilient, cleaner power, and also AI at the edge for telecom infrastructure become a reality in the future.
Yeah, and so speaking of power, a big part of your operating business is the KULR One battery platform. What is KULR One, and why is it so central to how you're thinking about growth from here on out?
Sure. The key driver for our business in 2026 and going forward is going to be the KULR One battery platform. The KULR One battery platform is something we introduced actually in 2023 to combine all of our NASA-based design, testing, battery architecture into one platform. So for 2026, the top priority for us is the KULR One Air battery for UAVs, for drones, for robotics applications, as well as electric aviation. We're working with many of the top drone providers in agricultural, industrial, as well as defense applications. US UAV drone battery market is expected to grow to about $2.4 billion by 2030, actually. Our goal is to be the number one battery drone battery provider in the US for that market. The other market driver for us will be KULR One Max for telecom and data centers. You mentioned that we announced a telecom a battery supply relationship earlier last week. This is a 5-year, $30 million supply relationship with a company called KULR Energy. Super exciting area for us now because now we have the opportunity to apply our technology to critical infrastructure telecom battery backup that's expected to grow to be about $35 billion by 2030. And as you may know, that the vast majority of the market is still using lead acid battery. That needs to be replaced every 3 to 5 years. So we're bringing safe lithium-ion batteries that can last 8 to 10 years to this big market, and also a new energy as a service business model. So super excited about that, and we're just barely scratching the surface.
Yeah. So just very specifically, what is the largest problem then that the telecom announcement solves for customers?
Yeah, and because the most of the batteries used for telecom right now are still lead acid batteries. So a lifetime could be anywhere between 2 to 5 years. Usually it's a 3-year replacement cycle. These batteries are toxic, become landfill, and then they are a big problem for telecom. So we're bringing lithium-ion batteries into that supply chain to give a much longer life for these customers, for these batteries. We're bringing a new business model as energy as a service. So customers don't need to buy the batteries anymore. They will lease it from right now the company called KULR Energy. They will lease it, and then they will start leasing. So the total cost of ownership goes down. It's a much better product, and it's a win-win for the customer and for the supplier.
So, Michael, stepping back, when you think about KULR's long-term strategy, how do you define the company's core goal as a battery manufacturer in markets where safety and performance are the non-negotiable?
Yeah. So all these markets, UAVs, drones, telecom infrastructure, and another area that we're very excited about is AI data center, that because of the high power requirement, that the thermal performance, reliability, safety becomes paramount. And this is where our core competency really starts shining. For example, the AI data center, the BBU space, this is going to be a brand new area where the new requirements from both NVIDIA and Meta's open compute is spec'ing out BBU as part of the infrastructure now. So these are high power batteries right next to the GPU as a buffer for clean power, as well as doing power disruption that will provide all the energy and power needed to power down and then save the AI data from the GPU. So that market is going to be absolutely huge. And then so we're working with the tier 1 cell manufacturers in the world, to build the safest and the most energy density, high energy density BBUs in the market to serve that market. We expect that to get that certified in 2026 and then be in the market in 2027 for those products.
Yeah, I want to just tap into that a little bit more and ask you, as you scale the business, how do you balance growth opportunities with maintaining the quality and reliability standards that really differentiate KULR from competitors?
To scale, it's all about focus on execution. So 2026, we're absolutely focused on execution and growth. We're very well capitalized now to execute our strategy. We have a very strong balance sheet, no debt. We have tremendous engineering expertise, tremendous team to execute on that. The customer demand is absolutely there. Really, to put it simply, we just need to focus on execution. In our last earnings call, I talked about expect the growth of our energy management business to be over 10x over the next 3 years. So we're executing on that strategy across multiple markets, drones, robotics, UAVs, telecom now, and also the AI data centers. So super excited about that. It's all about focus. It's all about execution.
And so then just before we wrap, is there anything else you think investors should understand about where the company is headed that we might not have covered?
Yeah. Well, I think that we found ourselves in a kind of a fortunate position to be the right place at the right time in the right market timing, where we have the right technology portfolio to serve these high power battery storage system demands. That the demand is growing exponentially across multiple industries in all these sectors we just talked about: telecom, AI data centers, UAVs, drones, robotics. And these are multi-year secular trends that we're participating in. So we're going to fully leverage our strong balance sheet and focus on execution, serve our customers with great technology and great products, accelerate our growth, and get to profitability. That's what we focus on.
Fantastic. And just very lastly, Michael, where can people go to follow what KULR is doing and connect with you and the team?
Sure. Our website is www.kulr.ai. We're quite active on LinkedIn, on X, and across social media, where we communicate with our shareholders as well as with our customers, give you timely updates. I'm also on X, so DM me, follow me, and that's how you get updated. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Michael, thank you so much for joining me, and thanks to everyone for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more episodes of Lead Like Live.